You Mr. Kesson?
Yes.
Is that how I say your name?
Yes.
Very good. My name's Michael.
Hi, Michael.
That's how you say it. And one of the nurse practitioners here, Jen's off today, so I'm going to take over for her just for the day. And wow, is that real? I'm not back for like another 5 days. Anyhow, I'll be back later towards the tail end of next week. Jen and I will help look after you during this hospitalization. And today is your day of stem cell transplant. Great. So we're going to go ahead and do this here. Do you have a 7.5 by any chance?
Oh, yeah.
The 7.5? Can I just borrow this one?
Oh yeah, sure, go ahead.
We're giving 4 bags?
Yep, 4 bags.
So we're giving you half of your cells.
Okay, so James Kaysen, 496-17771, 1228-1960. We pause. PB 000-4620, bag 1, collected 721.
Super. 72109. Oh, we collected your cells so long ago. Is this your second of 2 transplants? Okay, I'll talk in a minute or two. I'll ask Mike. Go ahead.
Okay, James Kaysen, 496-17771, 1228-1960. B pause. PB 000-4620, bag 2, collected 721. James Kaysen, 496-17771, 1228-1960. B pause. PB 000-4624, bag 1, collected 72209. And James Kaysen, 496-17771, 1228-1960. B pause. PB 000-4624, bag 2, collected 72209.
Wait for so did Jen or Karin explain to you kind of what to expect during this infusion? Okay, great. So if you feel different anyway, let me know.
Okay.
I'd say the most common side effects are taste changes. That's why I have the mints there for you. Nausea, but you've been getting some Decadron. So even though that'll cause like hiccups, maybe a little bit more acid reflux a week from now, it's pretty good at controlling the nausea up front. Facial flushing is real common, particularly in the back of your throat. There'll be an odor in the room that's not unpleasant. You may or may not smell that. And all of these side effects are related to the amount of the preservative DMSO you receive. There's a set amount in each bag. So yourself, you're getting 4 bags, which is less than average, because you had a good stem cell collection. So your likelihood of having these side effects is a little less. That's great. Bottom line is, if you feel different, let us know. Okay, so the cells are dripping in, and it's actually running pretty nicely. You know, when they go through this PICC line, it's not the biggest catheter we have, and so sometimes they run real slow. But this is actually running real nice. That's great. A day from now, these cells will set up shop inside your marrow, and they'll start reproducing. But you're not going to see any evidence of that in your peripheral blood, which is what we check each day, probably 10 or 11 days from now. I think average is day 11 or so. So your blood counts are going to decline for the next week and a half. Doesn't mean these things aren't working. It just takes a little bit of time for them to hit a threshold where they fill the bone marrow and there's no more room for them to produce new cells, so that the cells get pushed into your circulatory system. And that's when your blood counts start to go up. But the actual process will be done several days before. They're running real nice. We can go ahead and follow the second one.
Okay.
Because this is running in super nice. I'm using this syringe just to facilitate the final few cells because the raw gravity is not so nice. So you may feel a little bit of warmth because basically I'm using the syringe and I'm pushing slowly, but you're probably still getting a little bit faster than you have been. So you might feel a little bit more of a warm sensation.
Yes.
Depends who you are, I guess.
Yes. For her, yes.
Yeah.
It's not healthy to say no to her. It's my wife, Liz.
How do you do?
Luce, good to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
Michael and
Melanie.
Melanie.
How are you, my darling?
It's funny, I can't believe I just said that. I guess, I mean, yeah, 'cause what if I said, here, come on in? And you'd be like, hi, how are you? Well, we're almost wrapped up, actually.
Oh,
This is the last little bit of the cells. This right here is just some cellular debris that let us sit there. So we're just going to wrap up this last little, what is that, 10 cc's maybe, 13 cc's? She did real good. Really, the only thing that could potentially go wrong with this part of everything is just if someone has feels bad, has all the side effects from the preservative. So we did real good here.
oh,
And,
that's,
the cells are in, which is really kind of the goal there. And wow, it's nice to screw that in pretty good. Any questions, either of you?
well, what would be the side effects after this,
Sometimes people feel a little bit nauseated, but honestly, you're already at that peak level of the preservative. Now, every time you exhale, you're getting rid of some of that preservative. Any of you guys married, or?
Back to each other, but
Okay.
yeah.
Okay, I asked that
Kind
question
of.
wrong.
yes.
Okay. Anyhow, so with every exhalation, you're breathing that out. So actually, when I was here, kind of fiddling with this blood pressure cuff, I could actually smell that preservative or whatever. She kind of got
I
really close.
smell when I
Oh, when
walk
you came in?
Oh, yeah.
So, aside from that, maybe a little bit of nausea, but like I said, you've had the peak amount, and it's going to get less and less and less and less and less. So the likelihood of you reacting now becomes less every breath.
Smells like iodine, doesn't it?
Well, I've heard it described a lot of different ways. So
Really?
yeah,
I don't know, I smell iodine.
you could be right. Actually, no. Just be careful to kind of keep that one off the ground. Otherwise, congrats. You've got half your cells. We saved the other half in case you ever need that again. You get the second copy, correct? I always forget that. Okay. Thank you. This one.
Alright, I could put these on the cart for next.
Oh, that's a good idea. Oh, you know what though? The little blue one, is there a little?
No.
Okay. Oh yeah, shoot. Andrea will pop that one.
Oh, okay.
Okay, we can use either arm here. Choose that.
It was nice meeting you.
too.
Congratulations.
Bye-bye.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Boy. Thanks, we'll see you this afternoon. One of her colleagues is having a kid soon,
Oh, really?
so a little baby shower. Actually, a lot of something in the water, they say. I would be more vulgar, actually, was my initial comment, but a lot of pregnant staff at the moment. Okay, so right now you're up to 92%, from 90%. Okay, so again, I think that trend will continue. Let us know if you feel anything different.
Okay.
I'll give Andrea the heads up. Okay, you guys,
Thank you
enjoy.
very
All right,
much.
thanks.
No problem. Good to meet you.
You too.
Nice to meet you too. Done, baby.
That part is.